Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Jinjin's Cosmic. If you didn't happen to be here, perhaps it's time to meet your soul. Dear Scorpio, draw close and let the world outside fall away. We must speak of the unseen battles you have been fighting, the silent wars waged in the depths of your own spirit. If this message has found you now, it is because the veil has thinned, and a truth that has been fiercely guarded in the higher realms is now being permitted to reach you. There are forces at play around you that your conscious mind may not have named, but that your soul has felt with every fiber of its being. It is the reason for that low-grade anxiety you can't shake. That feeling of being watched, that sense that you are fighting against an invisible current just to stay afloat. You have been walking through a psychic storm, my friend, feeling its effects without ever being told of its origin. But last night, as the world slept, a sacred intervention took place. A prayer, so pure and potent, was woven with your name. It was not a casual wish, it was a soul, deep invocation from a place of profound love. It may have come from a guardian ancestor, a soul from your lineage standing watch, or from a living heart that holds a sacred, unwavering love for you. This prayer did not just ask for your protection, it was an activation. It pierced through the energetic interference surrounding you and shone a beacon of light directly onto your path, awakening a power within you that has been waiting for this exact moment to rise. This is your sacred awakening. If you feel the truth of these words resonating in the deepest chambers of your heart, I want you to anchor this protective energy with a declaration. Affirm in the comments below. I am divinely protected, and my soul is awakening. By doing this, you are sending a signal back through the cosmos. A flare of light that says you are aware, you are ready, and you are claiming the victory that has already been secured for you in the unseen. Stay with me, because what we are about to uncover will illuminate the shadows and set you profoundly and irrevocably free. My dear Scorpio, let us be honest about the journey you have walked. It has not been for the faint of heart. There are nights, are there not, when the stillness of your room feels deafening, yet your inner world is a raging sea of unnamed emotions. You have felt it so acutely, that sharp, poignant ache in your chest when you are completely still, that sudden racing of your heart for no logical reason. Your logical mind may have labeled this anxiety, stress, or worry, but I am here to tell you, with every ounce of conviction in my soul, that what you have been feeling is your spirit's alarm system. Your magnificent intuition, your greatest superpower, has been screaming at you that you are under energetic assault. You have been feeling the echoes of ill will, the subtle drain of envy, the psychic weight of someone praying not for your rise, but for your downfall. You have felt this because you are a master of the unseen. You live in the deep waters of emotion and energy where others only dare to skim the surface. And so, when a prayer of pure love was sent to counter this darkness, you felt that too. You felt the shift. It was a moment of profound cosmic silence, a pause in the spiritual static, as the universe itself bent to listen to that call of love for you. That is why you are here. That is why this message feels like it is speaking directly to you. You are standing on the very threshold of a monumental transformation. A message, a sign, a phone call, or an encounter is approaching that is destined to do more than just alter your schedule. It is designed to shatter the old, painful reality you have been enduring and to open a pathway to a completely new chapter of your existence. And here is the most beautiful and validating part. You do not need to fear this disruption. What is coming is not a trial to be endured, but a reward to be received. It is the universe itself life itself finally repaying a karmic debt that it has owed you for a very, very long time. Think of it, Scorpio. Think of all the times you chose to offer your loyalty to those who were secretly betraying you. Think of the countless moments you became a rock for others while your own foundations were turning to sand. Think of every time you swallowed your own tears, forced a smile, and pretended you were fine, so as not to burden those around you. You have spent what feels like lifetimes living for others, protecting others, and healing others from the well of your own profound empathy. And now, the cosmos is saying, enough. It is time for life to start living for you. It is time for the scales of justice, which are woven into the very fabric of existence, to balance themselves in your favor. The love you have given is returning. The protection you have offered is being magnified back to you 1,000-fold. Now, as we venture deeper into these sacred waters, I must speak on something that will require your unique scorpionic courage. This is not meant to stir anger or resentment within your passionate heart. This is meant to give you the clarity you need to perform a necessary act of spiritual hygiene. There is someone in your immediate circle, someone you have likely considered a friend, a confidant, a safe space. But the energy they carry toward you is no longer pure. Their energetic signature has become clouded with the shadow of envy. This does not make them an evil person. The universe rarely operates in such simple black and white terms. It is because your light, your relentless evolution, your phoenix-like ability to rise from every fire, deeply and profoundly unsettles something within them. Your very presence, dear Scorpio, acts as a divine mirror, and in that mirror, they are forced to see all the limitations they have not yet had the courage to overcome. They see the fears they refuse to face, the potential they have allowed to stagnate, the excuses they continue to make. You keep transforming, shedding your skin, and emerging more powerful, while they remain stuck in their old stories. And this, often on an unconscious level, creates an energy of resentment that has been subtly draining your life force. So, the universe is now asking you a pivotal question. Are you willing to love them from a distance? Can you create a sacred boundary, a loving but firm energetic space, where you can continue to be your full, radiant, and authentic self without having to shrink, without having to dim your own light to make them comfortable? For so long, you may have believed that maintaining a connection required you to bend, to compromise, to stay silent to keep the peace. But the deeper you go on your own journey, the more you realize that being radically honest with your own soul is infinitely more important than preserving a connection that is no longer in alignment with your highest good. You, magnificent Scorpio, have the divine right to choose peace for your soul. You have the right to release yourself from the exhausting performance of false closeness. You have the right, and indeed the destiny, to be loved with the same fierce, true, and unwavering light that you so freely give to the world. As you hear these words, your powerful heart may be tightening. A face or a situation may have instantly come to your mind. Do not silence it this time. Let it speak, for it is your heart, your sacred intuitive center, that knows the way. It is showing you the source of the leak in your energy. This is your first step to liberation. Let us speak now of a truth that no one else dares to utter, but that your soul, in its infinite wisdom, has known for a long, long time. It concerns the labyrinth of your heart, and it may leave you truly speechless. There is someone you cannot stop thinking about. They may be distant, either physically or emotionally. From the outside, it may look as if they have moved on, as if they have forgotten you completely. But I am here, as a channel for the universe, to tell you the truth. They have not forgotten you. In the quietest hours of the night, when the world is asleep and their ego's defenses are down, their mind returns to you. They wonder if they still hold a place in your heart. They will scroll past an old photograph, see something that reminds them of you, or hear a song on the radio, and they will be hit with a wave of longing so powerful it almost brings them to their knees. You see, between you and this person exists an invisible, etheric bond, a soul tie that time and distance cannot sever. But the story, as it always is for a soul as deep as yours, is far more complex. There is another face that appears in this vision, someone from your past, someone who left deep wounds on your soul's journey, and they too have not let you go. They have been watching you, perhaps from the shadows of social media, and they sense that you have truly, finally moved on. They feel that the door to your once wide-open heart is now closed and locked to them. And they are right. You have changed. You are no longer the version of yourself that was vulnerable to their manipulation, that could be so easily taken for granted. You are evolving, Scorpio, and your power can be felt energetically, even by those who are no longer welcome in your sacred space. But the story does not end there. Oh no, there is a third energy, a shadow player. This is someone who stood behind a separation, who manipulated situations, who spread lies, and who may have even used darker, intentional, energetic methods to try and block your path of growth and abundance. You may not have been consciously aware of the specifics, but your soul felt the obstruction. I am not telling you this to create fear. I am telling you this to remind you of your own immense power. Listen to me, Scorpio. No one can touch your light unless you allow it. No force, no matter how dark or manipulative, can defeat a soul that knows who it is. And you, Scorpio, are a warrior of light, forged in the very fires of transformation. You are protected by sacred forces, by your ancestors, by guides and guardians that the naked eye cannot see, but who are always present around you. This person wanted to halt the flow of abundance in your life. They tried to delay your progress, to keep you small, to keep you entangled in pain. But they have failed, and everything that was sent out from a place of envy and lack is now returning to its source. The law of the universe, the great law of karma, misses nothing. And you, the one with the sincere and powerful heart, will always be uplifted. Now, I want you to listen with your entire being. Open your heart to receive this next part, because it has the potential to be a major turning point in your material world. For a long time, there has been a door in your financial and career realm that has felt blocked, sealed shut. It wasn't because you weren't worthy, and it wasn't because you weren't working hard enough. Lord knows, no one works with more passion and dedication than a Scorpio. It was because the jealous, fearful energies of others were actively attempting to suppress your natural growth. You have given your all. You have lived with integrity, and yet it has felt as if your results never matched your immense efforts. That was not a coincidence. But I want you to know, right now, in this very moment, those invisible chains are dissolving. They are turning to dust. The truth is, light cannot be hidden forever, and your light, intense, deep, and unyieldingly powerful, is beginning to radiate from within you in a way that can no longer be contained. When you truly decide to believe in your own immense worth, the universe has no choice but to respond in kind. This very week, if you act with faith and determination, You may touch an opportunity you never imagined possible. A door that once seemed sealed shut may suddenly swing open for you as a direct message from the heavens that your time has come. This is your moment. I sense a powerful shift on the horizon. It could manifest as a change in your living environment, a move you have been dreaming of. It could be a monumental shift at work, a promotion, a new venture, or finally launching your own business. Or it could simply be a profound renewal in how you see and value yourself, which will, in turn, transform your entire reality. This is not just a journey. It is a movement of the soul. What is coming for you requires a purified space in which to bloom. Perhaps you need to leave an environment that is energetically stale. Perhaps you need to let go of certain people or habits that no longer make you feel like your most powerful self. Your soul always knows when it's time to transform. It begins to feel stifled in places that once felt like home. It starts to feel achingly lonely in relationships that once felt safe. That, my friend, is not a sign of failure. It is the ultimate signal of your soul's maturity and evolution. Do you feel it? That deep yearning for a new breath of air, a desire to live truthfully, to breathe deeply, to be your unapologetically intense and passionate self without the crushing weight of judgment or expectation. If you do, that is your soul speaking. It is reclaiming its freedom. Pause for a moment. Close your eyes and ask your soul, what am I ready to release? To welcome something infinitely better? Who makes me feel like I have to shrink myself? What relationship is draining my power instead of amplifying it? Being brutally honest with yourself is the first step to liberation. And you, Scorpio, are a master of truth. Let us return to the heart. The person who was once such a vital part of your world is beginning to awaken. They are starting to sense the vast difference between the profound peace they felt with you and the inner turmoil they now carry. And they will come searching for you. It may be through an awkward message, a hesitant phone call, or a small, seemingly insignificant signal. But behind it is a heart that is still longing to return home to you. However, you are the one who holds the power now. Not everyone who returns deserves to stay. Remember that. Scorpio. The time you spent in solitude, in the underworld of your own healing, was not wasted. It was a sacred sanctuary. It was you, rebuilding your throne, stone by stone. It was you, growing stronger, learning to love yourself with an intensity that rivals the sun. You have gone through so many losses, but you have never, ever lost your faith in the transformative power of love. That is extraordinary. And I believe that only hearts that have been truly broken, like yours, have the capacity to love again with a depth that can move mountains. But this time, you will do it the right way. Your greatest victory is not their return. It is your profound and powerful return to yourself. You no longer need someone's approval to feel worthy. You no longer need someone else to validate your existence, because you have finally realized that the strongest, deepest, and most unshakable recognition is the one that comes from within. I also sense a new energy approaching you. Someone who carries a gentle, respectful, and deeply sincere presence. They are not coming to fill a void or to save you. They are coming to walk alongside you as an equal. This is someone who does not seek to control you, who does not doubt your power, who does not ask you to change, but who loves the entirety of you, your light, your shadows, your intensity, all of it. And the miracle is, you are finally ready for that kind of love. To welcome this, you must take one final, courageous step. Let go. Let go of the beautiful memories that no longer nourish your present. Let go of the relationships that were once close but have now turned cold and restrictive. Let go of the spaces that are now too small for a soul that is ready to soar. I know letting go is never easy. It is a death. But for you, Scorpio, death is just the beginning. Every time you choose to let go, you are choosing yourself. You were not born to live a half life. You did not come here merely to survive. You came to bloom, to shine, to leave an indelible mark of power and authenticity on this world. If you are still here, listening with your whole heart, know that a new journey is opening right beneath your feet. A profound miracle is unfolding within you, a quiet, powerful rebirth. The peace you thought was lost is returning. The inner voice you tried to silence is now speaking with clarity. The light is seeping through the old cracks, not as a weakness, but as a beautiful design, like kintsugi, the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold. Your scars are your strength. They are the proof that you were stronger than whatever tried to break you. Remember, the most beautiful part of your story has not yet been written, but it is very, very close.